Welcome back, Focus Learners, to another deep dive on the Explainer. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects every single one of us, literally every single day. I want you to ask yourself a quick question. What if the exact habit you rely on just to survive your busy workday is actually the very thing destroying your ability to get stuff done? Today, we are going to completely dismantle a deeply held modern productivity myth. We're looking at the singular focus and escaping the multitasking illusion. Okay, let's jump right into this.
Are you really multitasking? I mean, let's be honest here. You know the drill. You're sitting at your desk, answering a barrage of emails, maybe you've got a podcast playing in the background, you're keeping one eye on a Zoom meeting, updating a spreadsheet, and probably wondering why your smart fridge just sent you a push notification. We all do this, and society practically rewards us for it. We wear this constant juggling act like a badge of honor, like we're some kind of productivity superheroes, bending time to our will. We really think we're doing multiple things at once and being incredibly efficient.
But here's the hard scientific reality. No, you are absolutely not multitasking. You are simply fracturing your attention. Science actually proves that we're doing serious cognitive damage to our brains when we work this way. Multitasking? It's a grand illusion. You aren't doing multiple things simultaneously. Your brain is just frantically switching back and forth between tasks. And rather than being efficient, you know what you're doing? You're just breaking your precious focus into tiny, entirely useless pieces. To really understand the damage this illusion causes, we need to look at Section 1, the cost of interruption and the science of stolen time.
23 minutes and 15 seconds. Now that is not a guess. Dr. Gloria Mark at the University of California discovered that this is the exact average time it takes for your brain to return to a deep state of focus after just one single interruption. Think about the gravity of that. You get a ping, you look away for just a moment, and you have literally just sacrificed over 23 minutes of your peak cognitive performance.
And the crazy thing is, the damage compounds. Which brings us to this brilliant concept from Professor Cal Newport called attention residue. This happens when a portion of your cognitive capacity remains stuck on a previous task after you switch to a new one. So imagine you're writing a complex report, task A. You decide to switch to task B just to do a quick text check. Well, your attention does not immediately follow you back to the report. A portion of your brain's processing power is left behind, completely stuck thinking about that text message. If you're constantly switching back and forth, your brain gets trapped operating in this perpetual state of cognitive haze. You're never fully present, which severely degrades the quality of whatever you're trying to produce.
Let's slow down for just a second here. Imagine an architect trying to draw a highly complex blueprint. Every 10 minutes, someone walks into the room, forcefully shakes their drawing table, and just walks out. Can you feel the intense frustration of that? All those delicate lines ruined, the concentration completely shattered, having to restart your entire train of thought over and over again? It's absolute self-sabotage. But that architect's shaking table, that is exactly what you are doing to your own brain every single day.
You tell yourself, oh, I'm just going to quickly check my inbox, or I'll just glance at this notification. It'll only take 5 seconds. But doing that quick check is exactly like walking in and shaking the architect's table. Even if the check genuinely only takes 5 seconds, that interruption completely resets your brain's deep focus timer. It thrusts you right back into that perpetual cognitive haze and dramatically degrades the quality of your output.
And if the lost time wasn't bad enough, check this out. The cognitive cost is minus 10 IQ points. Studies show that chronic multitaskers suffer a temporary intelligence drop of up to 10 points. To put that into perspective, losing 10 IQ points temporarily is the exact same cognitive decline you'd experience if you pulled a complete all-nighter and didn't sleep a single wink. Every time you try to juggle all those digital tasks, you are actively deciding to make yourself temporarily less intelligent.
But don't worry, there's definitely a way out of this trap. Let's transition to Section 2, deep work versus shallow work and how to reclaim your cognitive capacity.
To fix our fractured attention, the source material tells us we must categorize absolutely everything we do into one of two buckets. First, there's deep work. These are cognitive efforts performed in a state of pure, distraction-free concentration. This kind of work pushes your cognitive capabilities to their absolute limit. It creates massive new value, and it's very hard for someone else to replicate. It's the work that actually matters. On the flip side, we have shallow work. These are the non-cognitively demanding, purely logistical-style tasks that you can usually perform while distracted. Think about things like scheduling a meeting, answering a basic email, or deleting spam. These efforts create very little new value, and frankly, they are incredibly easy to replicate.
So, here is the absolutely crucial rule. Bundle the shallow, protect the deep. This is the ultimate playbook of highly productive people. You must aggressively protect your deep work blocks like they are sacred, and all that logistical shallow work, please don't let it bleed throughout your entire day. Bundle it all together and isolate it into a single, contained hour so it can't infect your deep focus.
Okay, knowing this is great, but acting on it is where the real magic happens. So here is Section 3, your actionable blueprint and how to implement this today. We've got 2 highly actionable steps that will completely reshape how you approach your workday, starting tomorrow morning. Step 1 is establishing the digital bunker, and Step 2 is implementing monastic time blocks. Let's break these down so you can put them into practice right away.
Step 1. The digital bunker. You need to ruthlessly audit your devices. Go in and turn off all non-human notifications on your phone and your computer. Listen, if an application does not have a direct, living human being trying to reach you regarding a legitimate emergency, it absolutely does not deserve the power to interrupt your focus. Your food delivery app does not need to shake your drawing table. Shut them down.
Step 2 is where you actually create the value. Monastic time blocks. Here is your exact setup. Tomorrow morning, I want you to set aside just 90 minutes. During this time, you are going to work on exactly 1 major project. Not 2, not 3, 1. You must establish strict digital and physical boundaries. That means closing every single browser tab except the one you actively need. And crucially, this is a big one. Put your phone in entirely another room. Not face down on the desk, not hiding in your pocket, in another room. You stay in this state until that 90-minute timer goes off. That is how you achieve a singular, powerful focus.
Which brings us to the end of our explainer today, and to this final, vital question. What will you build in your 90 minutes of monastic time? Now that you understand the true cost of stolen time, the danger of attention residue, and the incredible power of deep work, well, the choice is entirely yours. You can keep shaking the table, or you can finally sit down and draw your masterpiece. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you on the next explainer.